Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We are so happy to have you here. We've got more and more people joining the room, so wanted to first welcome everyone. And we'll do introductions and pull up the presentation we're looking to share with you today. We're quite excited to share more information about two new programs we're launching called Closing Accelerator and Customer Capture. By way of introduction, we have quite a bit to review over the next half hour, so we'll go quickly so we can get to the Q&A section. I am Sophia Rosado. I'm the president and GM at Floify. We also have Dan Goldman, who is our head of sales at Floify, and Melissa Barbera, director of product and program management at our shared experiences group at Porch. So we'd like to first talk a little bit about what are these programs. And let's see, let's do a quick audio check. Can everybody, if you give me a thumbs up or a yes, if you can hear us, on the webinar. I heard that George maybe needs audio. Okay, we're getting a yes from everybody else. So thanks, Becky and Deb. All right, I think we're good to go. So George, you might want to check your audio. So we'll get into the challenges section first, and we have our team members who are helping to answer chats while we do the presentation. So why did we develop this program that we're going to get into, Customer Capture and Closing Accelerator? Well, we saw that there are a few challenges clearly facing our industry. One national statistic shows that this is a J.D. Power and Associates study that was done in 2021. So even at the height of the refi boom, this was still a challenge. 31% of all borrowers abandon their loan application. 25% say it's because the process takes too long. And then in addition, some of these recapture rates and retention rates are very challenged. 18% of borrowers, only 18%, return to their loan officers after a close for another product or another purchase in the future. So keeping those in mind, we thought about what are those pain points in the loan process. For loan officers, what we are hearing from our audience is there's challenged borrower conversion rates. We have to do more with less. We're having to babysit documents, and approvals are becoming now more difficult in this market. From borrowers, we hear there are never-ending requests for documents. There's multiple interfaces to deal with. There are things that can impact the housing ratio with a negative surprise, for example, insurance coming in more expensive than anticipated. And there's a time commitment to filling out all this paperwork. Post-close, some of those challenges include low retention rates, commoditized lead channels to get those retentions back in, shifting borrower expectations. So 67% of millennials and Gen Z expect a digital experience for their loan applications, and they don't want to talk to a human until they do. And so you have to have both. Limited differentiation, lots of increased competition and limited differentiation. So many of these fintechs and direct to consumer lenders that are going out with technology are making it more competitive out there. So we thought about these pain points, and before we dive into how we look to address it with these two new programs, wanted to take a really quick poll. We're going to do this poll twice because this is your number one pain point. If you could just pick one, and let me add this poll here. Hang on, I had it. Okay, here we go. If you could vote for your biggest pain point, and we'll ask the same poll again to vote for your second biggest pain point. It's the same set of options and responses here. Thank you very much for adding your answers. We'll give it about another 15 or 30 seconds. So again, the poll is, what is the biggest pain point? Increased competition and fewer leads, challenged conversion rates, babysitting documents, margin compression, or low retention rates as your number one. All right, I appreciate that on that poll. So we'll go ahead and actually take this poll again. And this time, this is going to be the second poll to add. And this is your second largest pain point, your second biggest pain point, if you could vote for that now. Again, increased competition or fewer leads, challenged conversion rates, babysitting documents, margin compression, low retention rates. If we can get those, this is great. Thank you very much. We're getting the answers in. So with that in mind, we look to expand the Floify suite to add in the Floify Closing Accelerator program and the Floify Customer Capture program. And as you all know, there's 3 components now. We're going to focus on the last 2. Floify Point of Sale platform, that's the platform that everyone knows and loves, and it's our automated mortgage operations platform, our point of sale that has lots of amazing features. Today, we're going to focus on Floify Closing Accelerator and Floify Customer Capture. Closing Accelerator is a program designed to shorten or accelerate the time to close and keep the borrowers in the loan flow. And Customer Capture is designed to drive more new and return customers and create customers for life. So at a very high level, again, we'll share this document with you post the webinar. Our Floify Point of Sale, which we won't review today. I encourage everybody who is interested in looking at the features in our point of sale that you may not be familiar with, set up a strategy session with us. Just reach out to the sales team or support team. We'll give you those details for contacting us post the webinar. But our sales team will be happy to set up a strategy session and walk through all the features of the point of sale. We can also set up training through the support team. And that includes, as you all know, Interview Style 1003, the most advanced Interview Style 1003 out there, borrower and referral partner portals for realtors, web and mobile apps, custom branding and workflows, multiple integrations and advanced analytics. Today, we're going to focus on Closing Accelerator and Customer Capture. So Closing Accelerator at a high level, our goal is to group this list of features that accelerate application to close. It includes some of the Floify features you're familiar with today called, for example, Smart Document Collection and Proactive Reminders. We won't review those as that's part of the core as well. And what's new is these embedded offers to keep the borrower in the loan flow, and it's fully integrated with the point of sale. Customer Capture includes a free moving concierge, a free home management app, free recall check on appliances, welcome gifts, LOs featured in the home app, and a way to stand out to your channel partners. So with that, let's jump in and look at Closing Accelerator. So what is it? It's an embedded offer starting with insurance, but in the future we'll have inspection and appraisals that is designed to reduce the time to close and reduce those roadblocks to closing. So what does it look like in the app? Once a borrower finds a property, we say, congratulations, give them some confetti. And then if that property, if there's insurance quotes available for that property, we'll embed it right in the loan flow. We first ask, do you already have insurance? If you do, great, upload your document. If not, now's a great time to shop and see what the rates look like. And we will present through a quote API that we've embedded into Floify, different options from multiple national carriers for insurance. The benefits of Closing Accelerator is that we're looking to deliver the best borrower experience and therefore embed and deliver a great insurance experience. So we reduce roadblocks to closing. We only ask for what's needed. We shorten the application to close time with all these auto reminders. This is embedded as part of the regular Floify auto reminders. We keep borrowers in the loan application, improve those pull-through rates, have a great insurance experience. We have quotes from multiple carriers that show up in less than 30 seconds, actually 20 seconds, based on the address that's entered, and all with the goal of helping you close more loans faster. And so that's part 1 of the program. In part 2, and we will absolutely have time for questions as well, so we'll be happy to answer those too. I'm going to turn it over to Dan Goldman, our head of sales. Dan, over to you.
Thank you, Sophia. And I'm really excited to talk about Customer Capture today. For the loan officers that are on the phone with us, this is actually free to you and free to you to offer to your referral sources and your borrowers. In fact, there's other companies out there, similar services that could charge you hundreds of dollars a month to have these services. So let's talk about the life cycle of the home purchase. If you think about it, a borrower decides they want to look for a home. Then they go and look at the home, then they put an offer in, and then they do the inspection to decide if it's worth moving forward. And then they're working with you, the loan officer, to get their loan approved. At the same time, they're thinking about, I have to line up movers, I have to, get my address changed, I have to, get things done in the home. Once I'm in the home, I need things updated. I need a TV hung on the wall. I need a ceiling fan put in. I need to do massive home improvements, maybe a kitchen redesign, a new bathroom, and then I need to maintain the home going forward. All of that life cycle has been supported by our ecosystem, if you will, our customer capture, and allows not only the customer to manage all of that from one handheld, app, but also to keep you in the forefront. So let me just talk about this. And by the way, to support this, we have a human experience and a digital experience. So it's really up to the borrower how they would like to handle it. They can use the digital experience to do everything from the app, or they can engage the live support that we have from our industry experts. So, as I go through this, I think you'll see how powerful it can be. We developed this moving concierge that, again, as I said, it's free to your borrowers, and it can be done online or use their concierge. I personally went through this about 5.5 months ago, had a concierge. His name was Eddie. He would call and say, Dan, do you want to get a quote on movers? Yes, I do. And he would do a warm handoff to the moving area. And by the way, they already had the information. It was a live person. This was not a link that I clicked on. This was a warm handoff, Eddie to Bob. Hey, and Bob says, Dan, I see you're moving from St. Louis to Las Vegas. Tell us about your move. I'll get you a quote. Same thing happened for home warranty. Same thing happened for insurance. Same thing happened for Wi-Fi. Anything and everything that I could possibly need. When, as you guys know, moving is one of the most stressful experiences that you can go through. So having this available either at your fingertips on the app, or by having your concierge call you and setting it up, is so valuable. So we have all of these things that are available to you. This is all done through the Porch Home app, which Melissa will walk you through in just a moment, but it makes it simple. And where it's really powerful is that we keep you, the loan officer, in front of the borrower. So coming soon, you will have loan officer picture, email, phone number right there in the app at the borrower's fingertips. And also in there is all this great information that has been, put in, and down the, in the future, you will be able to put in, your real estate agents. You'll be able to put in your channel partners, your recommended referral partners. There's co-branding opportunities coming in the future. So great information right there at their fingertips to keep you top of mind. Like I said, everything that I just mentioned, the moving concierge, the app that Melissa will go through, keeping your information in there right now could cost you, $100 to $200 a month, with other providers that are in the marketplace, and we're giving it to you. So the app, like I said, is very powerful. You can differentiate your business from, as far as your realtors, as well as your borrowers. You're bringing this to your borrowers and saying, on my behalf, you have this available. You can obviously, Sophia mentioned a recall check. You can keep them safe by having that free recall check. But one other additional benefit is, gifting your borrowers $1,000 worth of welcome gifts and other offers. We actually have Welcome Wagon under our umbrella of companies, and they've been around for over 100 years, and they have tremendous offers. And so those are things that could be available. So that being said, really excited for Melissa to kind of walk you through more details of the app.
Hi, everybody. Thanks so much, Dan, for that great introduction to the app. I'm going to show you more in detail what the app looks like. So once again, the idea of the Porch Home app is really to provide one place that's easy for your borrowers to manage all of their home information, their home systems, their home appliances, and home services all in one place. The way that we do that is we really make the home simple by helping the homeowner to unlock all the information in their home inspection. I don't know about you, but I've gone through 2 home inspections. The first one, I think, was just a hard copy that got filed away in some file. The second one, I got a PDF that sat in my inbox. I looked at it. But the thing about inspection reports is that you can't really manage that information. It's really hard to manage the information in the inspection report unless you take notes or put it somewhere else. And so what we do with the app is that we can connect with the homeowner's inspection report they just simply upload the inspection report, and we take all that information and extract it and populate it into a digital app that makes it easy for them to manage their home information. And if they happen to be going through an inspector who's part of the broader porch community, then we will automatically do that, and they wouldn't even need to upload their inspection report. Now, let me tell you a little bit more of the details on why or how powerful it could be to unlock the data from the inspection report. First of all, what we do is we present the findings, the key findings from the inspection report by category in the app. And that it makes it really easy for the homeowner to decide and determine what items they want to take action on and that they can move into their to-do list. This is really handy because, like I said, if I had to go through my PDF and write all the to-dos, I bought a 1918 home. So there was a lot of things I wanted to take care of, but it would have taken forever for me to just type all those up manually. So they're automatically there and I can add them to the to-do list. That said, we also don't want to assume that there's also a lot of issues in a home inspection that homeowners don't care about. So we also don't want to presume that the homeowner is going to take action on all of the items. So we really put the control in the homeowner's hands. They can decide what things they want to take action on. So for instance, going back to my 1918 home, there were a lot of things like handrails or our front porch that wasn't to code. And I didn't care because, those are those were not of concern, but there were other items like our basement had flooding, so we definitely wanted to waterproof the basement, and my electrical panel was a fire hazard, so we definitely wanted to replace the electrical panel before we moved into the home. So this app would allow me to put those items in my to-do list and check them off and manage the items in a digital fashion. But what's even more exciting is that we're able to scan the inspection report and auto-populate the app using machine learning with all of the appliance and home system information that the inspector might have included in the inspection report. So this includes the brand, the make, the model, the serial number of the appliances. And why that's really handy is if I have this information with me at all times because it's in my mobile phone. So if I'm at Home Depot and I know I need to get a furnace filter and I see that there's a bunch of different types of furnace filters and I don't know which one I need, I can easily open it up and see in my app which furnace filter I need. As I mentioned, we pull this information from the inspection report, but we also know that not all home inspectors upload or include all the appliances in the home inspection. So we wanted to make it really easy so that homeowners could add all of their appliances that weren't included in the inspection report as well. So they're allowed to take a picture of the faceplate, and then from that picture, we use the same technology to auto-populate and put all the information in the app around their appliances, or they could also manually enter it in themselves. What is really exciting and powerful about all this appliance data and information that we're unlocking from the inspection report or allowing the borrower to add the appliances themselves is that we're able to do a recall check. So we have an integration with recall check, and we scan all of their appliances and we inform them if there is an appliance that has a recall alert. And this really is a great way for you to help keep your borrowers safe. And it is a $90 a year value, but we provide that for free in our app. In addition, as Dan mentioned, we have a partnership with Welcome Wagon. And so through our app, we surface what is their virtual welcome basket. And I don't know if you're familiar with Welcome Wagon. When you're moving into a home, they've existed, I think, for like 50 or 60 years. They give new homeowners they started by just giving a physical basket of gifts and offers to homeowners, but they now have a digital offering. And so we've integrated with that and exposed it in our app so that homeowners can take advantage of gifts and offers from local and national vendors. So from my dog store up the street to big national brands like DoorDash. And then, as Dan also mentioned, we provide the moving checklist also in the app, so that the homeowner who may not want to talk to a person, there's definitely people who like to have a personal assistant, a real live person that they can talk to. And then there are people who would just rather take care of things themselves. And so we allow them within the app to take care of all the items on their moving checklist. So whether it's comparison shopping for movers or changing their address or voter registration, they can do that all within the app. But in addition, I think this is what's really exciting for all of you as LOs. We want to really keep you front and center and top of mind of your borrowers. And so we will automatically store your information in the contacts tab in the app to make it really easy for your borrower to reach out to you and connect with you, but also so that they can refer you to friends and family easily, or remember you when it's time for a refi or a HELOC or their next purchase. And we're really just getting started. We're thinking of a lot of other ways that we can add more value to you and your borrowers. Some of the things that we're working on that will be coming soon is you will be able to recommend your pros, and we will surface those and give you credit so that the borrower knows that you are recommending these professionals to them. In addition, we are working on providing really helpful maintenance information and reminders in the app, such as, letting them know when it's time to clean their gutters or to clean out their dryer vents, and things like that. And then lastly, we are also working on notifications so that you could communicate with your borrower and let them know when when interest rates drop and they might want to refinance. We have the ability to be able to notify your borrowers. So there's a lot of things that we're thinking of that in the future that will add a lot more value to you and your borrowers, but I would love to hear other ideas from you. And if you want to just post other ideas that you think would be interesting in the chat, we would love to hear those ideas from you.
So in terms of next steps and what's coming up, because as Melissa said, we are just getting started. So in terms of closing Accelerator, that will be launched next week for this cohort, for this group here that we've invited. That includes the integrated insurance live in Floify. There will be more training available for your teams. Details will be emailed so that everybody's aware that we're turning on this feature. Later in the year, we'll also be looking at, are there ways for us to get inspections embedded so that, again, we keep the borrower in the portal and accelerate that time to close. For customer capture, which includes the Porch Home app, the Moving Concierge, the web dashboard, there's both an app and a web experience, includes free recall check for $90 a year value, welcome wagon offers of $1,000. That is live today. Then coming in Q2, in early Q2, we will have the LO contact details inside of the Porch Home app, which is great because then it's an app that everybody uses every day to manage their home, right? So you can stay front and center. That's where they'll have their realtor, their other pros, their moving concierge person, and their LO. And we also are looking to co-brand the app. That again is coming in Q2. In the future, as Melissa pointed out, we're looking to expand customer capture so that we can send leads back your way, so that we can also include referral partner attribution. So if you'd like to recommend some pros, that will be in that area of the app where you can it'll say recommended by you. And in the future, we'll look at lead generation opportunities sent to LOs using some unique strategies. Like, imagine, for example, refis start coming back. We can surface, highest performing LOs in this zip code, or so those would be net new leads, not returning customers, if you will. So as you can see, this program is just getting started, and our parent company Porch has invested many, many millions to build this out and to actually have a group of people. There's 600 people in a call center who are helping to support this whole thing to make sure that your borrowers have an excellent experience through the move all the way through home management, and also this digital experience where there's a large engineering and product teams that have been working on this. So super excited to offer this to everybody. And I'd like to take a quick, one last quick poll, and then we'll open it up to Q&A. What is the best way, if you look at this app for the borrower that includes Moving Concierge and the Porch Home app, what is the best way to inform borrowers about this app? So we've got 5 options here. Would an email from Porch be useful? Again, this is free to your borrower and free to you. An email sent from Floify on your behalf. So it could be white labeled. So it could say, this is an app that I'm making available to you for free. Go ahead and download it. We've partnered with Porch, and you'll receive a link to this app. And in Q2, your brand will also be on that app. Number 3, add a reminder in the loan pipeline milestones. As you know, Floify, we have lots of milestones we can set up. We could add a milestone that says, download this app because we're getting close to closing. So you need to set up, your voter registration changes, you're moving, all the things that this app will help you do. Number 4 could be add to the LO and or realtor landing pages. So you can make a link to this app for your borrowers directly from your homepage or from your channel partners. We heard the other day that it would be very useful to have this link available to realtors so that you can offer it to them as a value add for borrowers, and then you're seen as providing additional value to your realtors. Or the last option, all of the above. So it would be great to get a few of your answers there, and that would be super helpful for us to understand the best way. So then now let's turn it over to Q&A. Feel free to continue to vote. That would be fantastic. And if we go to Q&A, we will open this up, and let's see some of the questions. One question that we received was, can we opt out of the insurance portion? And the answer is yes, you can opt out. However, we would encourage you not to opt out because we've got all these other amazing offers that come along with staying opted in, which includes both the customer capture and closing accelerator. So that's that free Moving Concierge, the home app, all the rest of it is included. Plus, our goal is to help you close those loans faster and keep the borrower inside of the loan flow, not have them link out somewhere else. Are there other questions? Let's see. There's a question. Hi guys, I joined late. Does this new service include some sort of home valuation? I know those can be quite tricky with borrowers. I'll turn that one over to Melissa.
Yeah, that's a great idea. It does not today, but that's really great feedback and something that we will add to our list of things to look into. So thank you.
Great. And then another idea that came in is my dream with Floify would be a robust LOS and fully functional CRM, a true all-in-one system for brokers. Greg, we hear you 100%. Just as an FYI, we've just launched a partnership with LendingPad on the LOS front while we develop lightweight LOS features for brokers. For example, we just launched Dual AUS, and we're going to be bringing in call reports and fee sheets as the next step. But in the meantime, we've got a very nice partnership with LendingPad. And also on the CRM side, of course, we have some lightweight CRM features today. But as you can see, where this is headed with the Porch Home app is it's extensive, and it is designed to help keep you in front of borrowers. So that retention tool and then new lead capture, that's all on the horizon, and it's integrated. It will be integrated with Floify. So that's exactly where we're headed. Thank you for the feedback. How long is the appliance part available to the borrowers is another question, Melissa.
For the lifetime of the home.
Great. So free recall check.
Their full home journey with that home.
Fantastic. Free recall check for the home, for the life of the home. Another question, is there a way to upload pictures or videos using the app to capture the contents of a home?
There is. Actually, we do video, not yet. We are working on that, but we do allow them to, and I went through, there's a lot of features that I wasn't able to cover, but one of them is uploading pictures of the home.
Gotcha. And by the way, another piece of that question was, so that if the information is needed for insurance purposes, for example, if a home is lost to a fire, the images could be used for the insurance company.
Yes, absolutely. And we are working on a feature to allow homeowners to use the ability to take pictures to create an inventory of their home for the exact reasons that you listed.
Thank you, Michelle. Okay.
Sophia, did you see Sam's question? If you scroll up a little bit.
Our bank also has an insurance affiliate. Are we able to have a way for our customers to request a quote from our insurance agency through the web app? Today, you are not, because that takes quite a bit of development time to integrate these APIs fully into the Floify flow. However, we are working on an option that would allow you to recommend your own pros. And so even though you'll have these quotes embedded in, and that makes it so that we can provide also this entire service for free to you guys at no cost, we will also allow in the future in Q2 for you to recommend your own pros. And that's where you could add the contact information. Question from Amir. Will we be able to choose which portions of the service we'll be able to use? For example, can we turn off the inspection portion? And Melissa, I think, can we go through the two options for the inspection report to be uploaded?
Yeah, so the two options is that the homeowner really decides if they want the inspection portion. So we don't really have a way to turn it off. They have the ability to upload their home inspection report, and then we extract all the information and pre-populate the app. And the homeowner also, if they are using an inspector who's part of the Porch Network, we will tell them that we have identified an inspection associated with them, and they are given the option to connect with their inspection report. So we've really put the control in the homeowner's hands.
And they can decide to upload that PDF of the inspection report or not.
Yep.
To them.
Hey, Sophia, I want to go back to what you said about opting out. And this is for the loan officers in the group. And by the way, I'm a loan officer, so I'm speaking, from your side of the fence. In this particular case, as far as opting out, and our preference is not because of all the advantages that you get on the back end with customer capture, is to your borrower, you can coach them to the point, if they don't have insurance or want to have an additional quote, that your partner will be reaching out to them and tell them it's Porch. They're going to get one phone call. That is very different than you pulling credit and 70 to 100 trigger leads go off and 70 to 100 other LOs are trying to steal your borrower. We are not trying to steal your borrower. We are not selling your data. We are truly trying to help you close more loans faster, and with customer capture, help you retain those customers. As Sophia mentioned at the beginning, only 18% of borrowers go back to their loan officer. So we're helping you retain those customers and down the road acquire more customers. So just wanted to throw that out there to you, that you can easily coach them on that one.
That's a great point. It's one call from the moving concierge. And I think Eddie was Dan's moving concierge, and it was one person connecting for, okay, Dan, it's time to get insurance. Now it's time to change your voter registration. Now it's time to set up, movers, or let's clean out your air ducts, your vents, because that's the third highest cause of home fires, is not cleaning out your vents. And so that home concierge will guide the borrower through the process, which is a huge value add considering how stressful a move can be. We are at time, so I wanted to thank everybody for your Q&A. We'll make this recording available to everybody, and please do not hesitate to reach out. You can reach us a couple of ways. So one is to contact sales at Floify. The other is support at Floify. And we are here for you. So thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.